My name is Aidan Kearney, also known as Turtleboy.
He is a senior editor for Turtleboy Daily News.
I'm a big fan.
So we've broken hundreds of stories that the mainstream media won't touch.
Some blogger in Massachusetts who's getting to the bottom of this better than anybody.
Why is it Turtleboy that is covering such important issues? Where is the rest of the media?
You did not say that you were gonna take my baby out of her vent and make him a transgender baby.
Stop it.
Don't you want to ask some questions? I know you do.
I do. I
know. People don't like the things that I say and want me to stop saying them, but I won't. I'm never gonna stop. These are the kind of stories that must be told.
And I will not be intimidated. I will not be silenced. And we will continue on our journey for justice for John O'Keefe and for Karen Reed.
Tick, tick, boom. Boys, go baby, we bringing out toys. Boys, chop up the singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out.
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets.
Karen Reed has supporters who've shown up in large numbers.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I didn't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this, so it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
This is the first time I think I've ever seen this. An outpouring of support for someone accused of murdering a Boston police officer. Unbelievable situation. Never seen anything like it.
Tick, tick, boom.
You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go time.
Tick, tick, boom.
Boom! What's up, turtle people? How's everyone doing out there? Good, good, excellent. Let me go ahead and share this to social media here. Everybody make an announcement. Nice to see people. Impromptu, well, special edition of the live show. All right, hold on. Let me go and share it on Clarence. Special edition of the live show starts now. All right, share that on Facebook, and then I'll go ahead and I'll share it on the Twitter machine. I passed 75,000 followers on Twitter today. Congratulations to me. Passed 50,000 followers on Facebook. Remember, we couldn't even get on Facebook for Twitter for so long. Now look at us. Look at me now, Mom. I made it. All right, guys. What's going on, everyone? So welcome, Turtle Riders, everybody out there. So as you may know, if you've been here a while, you know that, I got a whole bunch of, when you read about the Karen Reed case, you know that like one of the first things you read about, hold on, I got to close this goddamn, wait, no, the window is closed. You guys hear me okay? Yeah, the chop, yeah, my grandpa. So one of the first things you read about when you hear about the Karen Reed case is me, right? And usually they mention like witness intimidation charges. Like if let's just Google Turtleboy Karen Reed and see what comes up. Or just let's just Google Turtleboy and see what comes up. I'm genuinely curious. How is Turtleboy involved in the Karen Reed trial? I bet you they mention the felonies. Okay, he often films himself confronting witnesses. Let's see. They say she's part of an elaborate cover-up. Oh, no, they say it is. Why was he arrested? So that's like the first thing. Witness intimidation they bring up. They alleged examples of witness intimidation in court, many of which appeared on his blog and social media channels. He also was accused of working with an Avon police dispatcher. She's been indicted and was never arraigned. Like, they just forgot about her. It's wild. It's ordered held on $1,000 cash bail. No, it wasn't even $1,000 cash bail. It was no bail. I had no bail. What are they talking about? No bail. Absolutely baseless. I called the harassment of witnesses. His response, he vehemently denies them. They will never shut me up. They will never, ever, ever stop me from reporting the truth about what happened to John O'Keefe. Reporting the news is not harassment. Asking questions is not harassment. So I got arrested last October in my driveway and right outside my kid's bus. And then I got indicted. So that means they just bring you to a bigger court in December on 16 charges, right? A lot of them are the same ones, but there was 8 counts of felony witness intimidation, 3 counts of conspiracy to intimidate a witness, and 5 counts of picketing a witness, right? And that was on, and he said, I encouraged my minions. It's clear Mr. Kearney is encouraging his minions, Ken Mello said. The guy in my shirt. These are in the Turtleboy store. They're pretty hot. I love this. It's like my favorite shirt, my Ken Mello clown shirt. He said, I was encouraging my minions, all right, to harass witnesses. He said, I'm hiding behind the guise of being a journalist. Mello's hiding behind the guise of being a lawyer. So there's that. He's allowed to encourage them to speak out about what he sees as corruption, what he sees as mismanagement of the Reed case. Exactly. And then on my birthday, my bail got revoked and I went to jail for 60 days because he allegedly demanded, he went to his ex-girlfriend's home. Okay, so she wasn't an ex-girlfriend because I was married. So you can't have an ex-girlfriend if you're married. It's like, it's called a mistress. But anyway, he allegedly demanded to see the woman's phone. Wrong. I was invited there by her to look at her phone. That was the whole purpose of going. She conned me. She told me she didn't feel comfortable sending screenshots over. And, you know, she was all worried. She played it up really good. And I, like a sucker, I went over there. I fell for it. And we looked through her phone. That was the whole purpose of going. I didn't demand to do anything. Like, she wanted to show me her phone and show me all the messages with her and the police and her in crusty panties and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it says, and is accused of shoving her during a confrontation. Never laid a hand on her. This woman has had 5 different men arrested, 5 different men, including her own father, for domestic violence. And she got orders on all of them. So at some point you realize who the common denominator in this situation is. Like, you don't just have bad taste in men. You are the bad taste. Men, like, you are attracted to men who have bad taste. Let's just put it that way. So I got a whole bunch of time in jail. And then they found out that I had 100, while I was in jail, 30 days into my sentence, I'm like doing my morning recess, running my laps. And I see on TV the prisoners who were getting their Suboxone. They come down to get their Suboxone in the morning, and the TV would be on. And there's little old me and Karen Reed on the TV. And they're all looking at me like, that motherfucker right there that guy's important. That's like no wonder that guy's in medical. They don't want anybody around that guy. That guy is dangerous. He's real dangerous, they said. So, you know, they accused me of calling Karen Reed 189 times, which I did over like a period of like 8 months, in excess of 40 hours, as if that means anything. And we communicated through the Signal app, which is just it's like using AI. It's like a messaging application on your phone, except it's encrypted, which means Big Brother can't read it if they get your phone. So that's the whole purpose of it. She shared information that wasn't public. Sure, certainly some of that's true, but that's not a crime. Like, it's an investigation without a crime, Brado called it. Then I got released from jail, right? And I got indicted the day I was released on, they upgraded, they dropped, we just got the grand jury minutes on this. They attempted to indict me on the assault and battery. It didn't indict me because she made the whole thing up. She's a liar, so they dropped that. And they did indict me on felony witness intimidation And where do you see the lies that Ken told the grand jury? Oh my God, to get me indicted. It was crazy. The lies, just outright lies. And where do you see what the fake victim told the grand jury? Just the outright fucking lies. And I cannot wait for my day in court to smoke them. Smoke them. They don't want this. They don't want this. I can't wait to rack up another W, because that's all I do, baby, is rack up W's. Yeah, you put me in jail for 60 fucking days. Big deal. I lost 10 pounds. I got new taste in food. I got close to my parents, right? I built new relationships. I met a much better girl. Like, life is so much better now. It's like one of the best things that ever happened to me. All I do is win. I hope they know that. Putting me in jail was like, turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to me. So thank you, motherfucker. Thank you. It was like, literally, I'm going to look back on that as like I got out of the relationship with the craziest bitch alive. And then look at me now, motherfucker. Look at me now. So it's going to be dope. Anyway, so yeah, that says that it was a really hard 60 days. I'm not going to lie, longest 60 days of my life, but just knowing I had a world of supporters out here that have my back, I'm completely innocent, and you never forgot that. You always stood by me, and I can't thank you enough. There we go. And now, there's me in court. Now look at me, credentialed journalist, right? In the Karen Reed case, nationally televised. I was ordered to leave the courtroom. I got back in, right? Turtleboy mentioning Karen Reed trial for first time. I mean, bro, do you understand the marketing I'm getting out of this? Like, it is, I mean, look at this. They write whole stories. Little old me, old high school teacher, little old me. I mean, you Google me, Turtleboy Aidan Kearney. Let's see. And what comes up on Google Images? Like, what's always comes up? It's just always me in handcuffs. Oh, there's some of this shit. There it is. It's always like free Karen Reed shit, Oh, there it is. What else do we got here? Actually, it's not always not always under arrest, but often I'm in court or doing something or killing it. There's that one. That's when I'm going off to jail, right? I was a little nervous that day. Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that. But anyway, this is what you get when you Google me. So, show of hands here. Let me take, let's do, Did you start following Turtleboy before or after the Karen Reed trial began? All right. Before, after. Okay. So I'm just curious because we've gotten a crazy amount of new subs here. Like in the last month, we've gotten over 20,000 new subs, I want to say, on YouTube. Like, it's been crazy. And so I'm just curious what percentage of you followed. Like, I'm curious what percent of the audience is new since the trial began. Because a lot of you guys just got into the trial. Like, it's the craziest trial. I've been covering it. Like, when you Google Karen Reed, like, I'm going to come up. I'm in every story. So that's probably how you found me. So I did a little poll there. I see the Twitter people. A lot of them are saying, I should have put a poll on Twitter. I put, all right, right now it's at 52% before, 48% after, 51, 49. So, almost half of you. So this is why I'm doing this today. Because if you're new here and you only started watching during the Reed trial, you probably heard about my charges, but you don't know what they're about. And nobody ever talks about, like, well, how did he get these charges? Because witness intimidation sounds bad, right? Like, what do you think of when you hear witness intimidation? You think of, like, gangsters, like, going up and being like, yo, you better not testify, motherfucker. I'll pop a cap in your ass, dog. If you testify against my boy, that's my boy. You best not be testifying against him. Pop a cap in your ass, fool. But that's not, I didn't do anything like that. I actually just want to ask questions and stuff. So I'm going to show you the Massachusetts wiretapping statute. TV Daily News. No, not wiretapping. Massachusetts. Why do I talk wiretapping? Witness intimidation. I always forget the charges I have against me. I only have one wiretapping. We're going to beat that up too. We're going to beat that too. So check this out. And by the way, if anybody wants to have their messages read, I'll take periodic breaks to read some messages. The link to the Turtle chat is at the top. If you donate, click on that. You can donate whatever amount of money you want, and I will read it out loud to the class when you write a message, or you can cash at me at $Uncle_Turtleboy. So check this out. All right. So this is Massachusetts witness intimidation statute. It says, whoever willfully, either indirectly or directly, threatens, attempts, or causes. I mean, attempts counts, so it's not just threatening or causing, it's attempts or causes physical, emotional, or economic injury or property damage to any person who is a witness or potential witness, a person who was or is aware of information, records, documents, or objects that relate to a violation of criminal law, whatever that means, a judge, juror, grand juror, attorney, victim witness advocate, police officer, corrections officer, federal agent, investigator, clerk, court officer, court reporter, court interpreter, probation officer, or parole officer. How about this one? A person who was or who is or was attending, or a person who has made it known an intention to attend a proceeding described in this section, which means that literally if you're planning on going to one of the Kearney cases and somebody threatens you, you're a victim of witness intimidation, even if you're just watching because you planned on going. That's what it says. Anybody who's planning on attending a criminal proceeding or a family member of a person described in this section. So again, you have to threaten or attempt or cause physical, emotional, or economic injury. Usually when you think of witness intimidation, right, you think of physical harm. Like I'm gonna beat your ass if you testify against my homie, right? But in Massachusetts, it's different. In Massachusetts, it's anybody who causes emotional or financial harm. Anyone like whatever what the fuck is emotional harm? As we're going to see in my case, every single person I'm being charged with intimidating has alleged emotional harm. Not a single person I've being charged with intimidating has alleged physical harm. Not one. They've all alleged emotional harm. So there's that. But that's not even the rest of the statute. So you have to threaten, attempt, or whatever, physical, emotional, or financial harm to one of those people, which is like everyone can, with reckless disregard for the fact that it may impede, obstruct, delay, prevent, or otherwise interfere with a criminal investigation at any stage. Impede, obstruct, delay, prevent, or otherwise interfere with. So my conduct has to impede, obstruct, delay, prevent, or interfere with the Karen Reed case in order for me to be found guilty of witness intimidation. Now, our statute in Massachusetts is the broadest in the country by far. I published this article here, Can't Cover Up Part 313, and I looked up the statutes for witness intimidation in every single state, okay? And we are the only state that says anything about emotional or financial harm, the only ones. Every other state, like Connecticut, says you have to threaten physical violence, right? What happened to these fucking pictures? What is going on with the pictures? Okay, all the pictures are gone. Well, that's dumb. Bruh. Anyway, we're going to have to fix that, whatever's causing that. But you guys get the point here. So let's bring up my charging document, shall we? Let's see what I'm in trouble for. And we're going to see just how bullshit this is. Like, whenever you hear these charges, it's so complicated. I want to be like, it's all bullshit. Like, it's all, when you see this, I'm not getting in trouble for this. This is a joke. So here's the charging document. John O'Keefe, okay. The lead investigator is Michael Proctor. He's married to Elizabeth Proctor, but she is a family member, so she qualifies as like Part E of the law. During the investigation, witnesses were identified and interviewed and testified before the grand jury. And they were Matthew McCabe. He's my first victim, I guess. he's not really a victim, but he's going to say is Matthew McCabe, Jen McCabe. 2, 3 is Brian Albert. Julie Albert, I was not indicted for. I was originally charged for her, but never indicted. They tried to indict me on her. It's like they failed on that one. Chris Albert is 4. Colin Albert's 5. Juliana Nagel is 6. Michael Proctor is 7. Elizabeth Proctor is 8. And 9 is 𝗬𝗏𝗍𝗂𝗃. So, let's see. In April, alleged police misconduct, blah, blah, blah. Okay. A local blogger, Aidan Kearney, has adopted the defense's claims. Yes. Kearney runs a series of websites and social media accounts under the name Turtleboy. The social media accounts include 𝗕𝗏boy Daily News on Twitter, which has 33,800 followers. Bitch, I got 75,000 followers. Thanks to this indictment, I've more than doubled my follower count. How dope is that? I'm telling you, all I do is win. I'm being as humble as I can be. Or is that X? I don't even know. Then I have 44,800 on something. On Facebook, 27,000. We just passed 50. On YouTube, 41,000. We're up to like whatever now. He refers to his followers as Turtle Riders. Yes, I do. He has at least 164 articles. Make it 357. All right. He posts weekly videos to YouTube where he has discussed Karen Reed and made statements regarding witnesses. Below are a small selection of verbal statements made by Kearney in these videos that have been published to followers and are publicly available for viewing without being a subscriber. So we have a very unique case here, guys, with my case, because it's not a he said, she said, except with the fake victim. The fake victim's going to get up there. She's the only one that doesn't have anything to point to. With the rest of them, they're going to get up there and be like, here's the tape, right? And these tapes were played in front of the grand jury. But they were 𝗪𝗍𝗍. They were 𝗪𝗍𝗍 with these tapes. So we're going to listen to some of them now to see just how bullshit these charges actually are. So the first one was episode 594, Turtleboy returns to Canton. All right. And luckily they gave us timestamps and everything on here. So let's read what this says, okay? What they say I said. Quote, "This is not my last trip to Canton. I will be back. I'll be back. Get used to this. These people think that I'm fucking around. You haven't seen the last of me. Get used to it. Get used to it. I'll be back, motherfuckers." Sounds dastardly, right? Like this guy's crazy. You know, not my last trip. Get used to it, motherfuckers. I'll be back. Want that money, dog. You bet you ain't seen the last of me, dog. I'll fuck a bitch up. You know what I mean? I don't fuck around. I don't play that shit, dog. Watch, I'll catch another charge just for that. It's a parody act. It's a parody, guys. I don't actually talk like that. But, so like that sounds bad. Now, mind you, keep in mind the statute. You have to attempt to cause physical, emotional, or economic injury to a witness. These people are all witnesses, except for Elizabeth Proctor. She's a family member of a witness. To a witness with the intent of impeding, delaying, or whatever, in, you know, the administration of justice, right? So that's what you have to try to do. I'll bring up the statute. Massachusetts witness intimidation statute. Okay. Again, with the intent to impede, obstruct, delay, prevent, or otherwise interfere with the criminal investigation at any stage. So I have to basically, these words have to be done with the reckless disregard of trying to stop or prevent justice in the Karen Reed case. Now, what we've asked for is something called the Bill of Particulars. What a Bill of Particulars does is it connects the dots. It says, well, here's what he said, and here's what the statute is. And because that's all they've given us. They've given us, here's a bunch of shit that he said. Here's the statute. They haven't explained how all this stuff I said violates the statute. That's what they've not done. We've been asking for the bill of particulars for like 7 months now. I don't think they know how to do this. I don't think they know how. It's like they just threw up a bunch of shit that I said, and they haven't explained how any of it's witness intimidation. So, but this sounds dastardly. So let's go. Luckily, again, the quote, "This is not my last trip to Canton. I will be back. I'll be back. Get used to this. These people think I'm fucking around. You haven't seen the last of me. Get used to it. Get used to it." Ooh, sounds pretty bad. So let's go play the tape. Let's see how it actually went, because they even give us timestamps. It's very kind of them. All right. So we are at timestamp in here, 57-minute mark. It starts at. So let's go to that. Let's go actually a little back more so we get some context. All right.
That he saw Karen Reed sitting.
All right. So I had gone earlier in the day to Canton, Massachusetts. And I, as the investigative award-winning journalist that I am, I went to Fairview Road, right? And I filmed myself on the right where I filmed exactly what the neighbors' Ring cameras would have seen. So this is what the people across the street, this is what they have a Ring camera video that the police never pulled. So I'm like, this is what the Ring camera would have seen. It would have gotten everything. If Karen Reed ran John over, it would have happened right here. We would have seen it all. Everything, man. The other 31's even better. But so I go down there, and I had a little field trip to Canton. And then I did a show later that night where I talk about it. And listen to the things that I say here.
Right here, with hands at 10 and 2, and the interior lights on, and there was nobody next to him. He was not in the car. So had she killed him yet? So he wasn't in the car. And he's not inside because he never went inside, they say. So that means she must have already hit him, right? Is that what they're saying? She must have already hit him. And so where's the body? He didn't see a body. And are we to believe that she just killed him somehow before in the 5 to 10 seconds before Ryan Nagel got there? Yeah. She killed him.
Guess so.
And then just fucking sat there.
Yeah.
Nah, just sit here. Fuck it. I mean, that's gangster as fuck.
Yeah.
You're just gonna kill a dude, but didn't just sit there for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, who the fuck believes this shit? How retarded do you have to be to believe this?
Full retarded.
Sweet Jesus. Notification on their phone, right? So they don't answer. None of these people want. Like, right. I don't understand this either. Like, what are you people so afraid of? The boogeyman doesn't live there anymore.
Here we go.
You can't even be like, well, I'm scared of Brian.
So okay. So I go, what are these? Because there's a lot of people in Canton who are scared of the McAlberts. And so I go, what are you so scared of? Again, listen to what I say here. This is when they start. This is what now the witness intimidation is about to start. You're about to hear the witness intimidation. So let's see what I say here. Ready?
There anymore. You can't even be like, well, I'm scared of Brian. Like, no, you don't answer. None of these people want like, right. I don't understand this either. Like, what are you people so afraid of? The boogeyman doesn't live there anymore. You can't even be like, well, I'm scared of Brian. Like, no, you don't need to be scared of Brian anymore. We neutered his ass. He's like Brian Albert is so used to being the alpha male of Ken. He's so used to like nobody fucks with his family. 2 years ago, if anyone did what I did today to Chris Albert, Brian Albert would put them in a fucking grave, you know? He'd be like, he'd kick your ass, Seabass. And so it just must frustrate him to no end to watch me, because I know Brian Albert's watching this right now, to watch me just emasculate his family.
True.
Time after time.
I did emasculate.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
There's just nothing you can do.
Powerless.
And I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm just going to keep, like, this is not my last trip to Canton. I will be back. And more and more, I think people are getting, like a year or so ago, people didn't want to cooperate with the Karen Reed defense team because they're like, yeah, it's easy to keep my head down and, you know, whatever, and keep a low profile. But now, you know, now they're like, fuck it. You know, we've made people realize, like, you don't have nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, so I said I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be investigating the story. I'm going to be doing a lot of investigative journalism in town. That's what, this is not my last trip to Canton. I'll be back to do journalism. You don't have to be scared of these people. You can just investigate in Canton and no one's going to beat you up anymore. That's what I'm clearly saying. And this is what they make it say, I'll be back, motherfucker. I'm going to track you bitches down. And so the next timestamp is at the 1 hour, 19 minute mark. So let's go to there. Or do a whole thing on Katie McLaughlin.
And the only person who he quoted was Katie McLaughlin, because Katie McLaughlin said what she wanted him to say. And she doesn't want to help me out.
All right. So this is the important part here. So I go down to the DPW and I want to speak to 𝗪𝗏. And if I can't find 𝗪𝗏, because 𝗪𝗏 is the guy that plowed Fairview Road that Michael Proctor never spoke to. So I want to speak to him. And I want to speak to his boss, because his boss, Michael Trotta, who testified yesterday, is the one who allegedly told Proctor, at least according to Proctor in his report, that the town of Canton DPW does not plow the roads. They do not plow Fairview Road. They only get the major roads. But 𝗪𝗏 works for the town of Canton, and I know as a fact, but at this point I've gotten a tip that he has plowed Fairview Road. So I want to see, did Michael Proctor misquote Michael Trotta on purpose so that he could avoid speaking with 𝗪𝗏? And I go down to the DPW, and guess, they're not giving me Michael Trotta. They're really being shady about this. They're like hiding him. So this is how I go. This is what happens.
Well, does he have a fucking cell phone? Can you call him?
Yeah.
Can you get off your fucking ass and do some goddamn work, lady? How about that? But she knows who I am. Like, it was very clear that she knows who I am, and she doesn't want to help me out. So I'll play your game.
I can wait.
You have his phone number, right?
I'm like, I'll wait.
I can leave a message, sir. Yep. I can leave a message and I'll get it to him.
Me watching me.
How do I spell the last name, sir?
Kearney.
She goes, how do I spell the last name, sir? She had already written out my first name and spelt it correctly.
Ooh.
She knows who I am. She didn't have to ask my first name.
Ooh.
She didn't even have to ask what my last name was. She just has to know how to spell it.
Get out of
She
here.
had already spelled my name. So she knows who I am.
She does.
At this point. People are messaging me now and they're saying that she is a friend.
Oh.
She lives in Tim Albert's neighborhood.
Oh.
And she is best friends with the Weeks girls. That is the 𝗫𝗏𝗧 sisters.
Shocking.
So this is what we're dealing with here. This is the home cooking.
I know.
So I'll be back, Miss.
I'll be back,
Miss Boys Regular.
Well,
I'll be back. You haven't seen the last of me because you never called. Walshy never called me today. Trotta never called me. If you think you're gonna get rid of me that easily, you're badly mistaken. I will literally sit there all day. We'll order Chinese. I'll make a day of it. I'll just sit there all freaking day because he's got to come back sometime. I'll be like, I've unfinished business. We didn't see Michael Morrissey today. I'll be back. Like, get used to this. Like, these people think I'm fucking around. Like, I'm Mr. Internet guy. Like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to write blogs all day. And it's okay. It's just writing blogs and just ignore them, whatever. No. I live an hour away. It's not, I got a Lexus now. It's not a problem. It's got great mileage.
No.
And a good engine.
True.
I'll be there in an hour. No problem.
Comfortable ride.
Like, I'll get used to it. Get used to it.
So there we go. You just witnessed a felony. I was indicted for that comment because, again, this is what they said that I said. And I did say these words, but they took them out of context. I said, I'll be back. Get used to this. I'm not talking to the witnesses. I'm not talking to Chris Albert or any of these punks saying, oh, I'll be back to harass you and intimidate you. I'm talking to Boys Regular. I'm saying the lady at the desk who's giving me the runaround and not letting me speak with the superintendent of the DPW, I'll be back. I'm going to be persistent. I'm going to follow up on the story because I'm a journalist, and that's what journalists do. They don't just give up because he's not there today. Maybe he'll be there tomorrow. I'll be back. That's it. I'm not talking about any witnesses. These people think that I'm fucking around. Yeah, the lady at the desk the Boys Regular thought that she could just give me the runaround and that I would go away and I'd stop asking questions, but I didn't. And that's not a felony. That's just good journalism, man. Good journalism. So that I got indicted for that. So that's our first quote. The next quote is 598. Let's check this out. Let's read this quote. All right. Episode 598. This guy, 𝗵𝗃, has his head on a swivel looking for turtle riders. I got bad news for you, Chris. I got really bad news for you. They're literally everywhere. You guys should just stop going out in public. It's only going to get worse from here. I know where y'all were today. You were in 𝗥𝗲𝗯, weren't you? You guys were at some sort of Little League thing in 𝗥𝗲𝗯. Alberts, McCabe's, all you people were there. Just know there will be no life as normal is over. Life as normal. You had normal for a while there from January 29th to April 2023. You guys literally got away with murder. And then next quote says, we are getting to them. When you act this way, that's like a green light for me. Time to hit the gas. And then I say, I got pictures of you. You can't leave the fucking country. Turtle Riders, we're going to find you. They're going to find you. You can't hide anywhere. Your private life is officially over. You leave your house, you're going to have your picture taken. So you need to get used to your new normal. Turtle Riders are going to take pictures of you, and they're going to send it to me. You're famous. We need to accelerate it. They, the woman who recorded the video of 𝗵𝗃, are doing a fantastic job with this. So even without watching the video, none of this is illegal. None of everything that you just heard, like to say that 𝗵𝗃 has his head on a swivel. He does. I got bad news for you, Chris. They're literally everywhere. Turtle Riders. They are. I have a huge audience of millions of people. They are quite literally everywhere. Everywhere I go in Massachusetts, I get recognized. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it's just a fucking fact. I was just downstairs. 3 people came up to me. Turtleboy. It happens all the fucking time. These Turtle Riders are everywhere, bro. Like, you can't hide from them. It's just a fact. That's not witness intimidation to point out that I've got a gigantic audience. So, next. It says, you guys should stop going out in public. It's only going to get worse from here. That's called advice. That's not threatening you. You better not go out in public. I'm going to fuck you up if you do. I go, you guys should just stop going out in public. I would. If I were them, I would not go out in public because that's embarrassing. Like, people know who they are, and it's embarrassing. And people are going to be like, aren't you guys the people that murdered someone? And, you know, that's awkward. I would not go out, but that's just me. That's not telling them what to do. That's just advice. I know where you were today. You were in 𝗥𝗲𝗯. You guys were at a Little League thing in 𝗥𝗲𝗯. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Alberts, McCabe's, there will be no life as normal is over. Yeah. Life as normal is over because they killed someone. Like, they're famous. Life as normal for me is over. I don't have a normal life anymore. I go out and get recognized now. That's not normal. That's not. I get threats and I get all types of shit. Go to jail. Like, this life for me is normal is over. It's just a fact. That's not witness intimidation to point out that when a dead body shows up on your lawn, things change. It's just a fact. To say that we are getting to them. When you act this way, that's like a green light to hit the gas. We're going to see the context of that in a minute because that's vague. I got pictures of you. Yeah, you can take pictures of people. You can't leave the country. Turtle Riders are going to find you. You can't hide. Your private life's over. Welcome to being famous, Jen McCabe. Like, you're famous. That's it. We need to accelerate it. Accelerate what? Like, what does that mean? So let's find out. Let's watch episode 594 to see just what, or 598. Well, actually, we'll just copy and paste the title here. Episode 594, Turtleboy returns to Canton. Okay.
No. I live in.
Wait. Is that the wrong? No, 598. All right, so the timestamp on this one is 8 minute mark.
get notifications that way if that happens. And okay, cool. All right. Anyway, let me start off before we get into the motion, guys. So wild shit happened like the last couple hours in Canton. So a woman. Oh, nice. A woman has a turtle rider. I believe her name is Deanna. You guys got to see this. Okay. So she goes to the waterfall bar today. I don't know if she's from Canton or what, but I'm going to bring this up for you guys if you haven't seen this yet. So there, she posted this and she says, this is 𝗃𝗃, right? We are at the waterfall. And there he is in the middle of the, afternoon at the bar. I don't know if he drove there or not because I don't know if he lost his license when people forget about Chris Albert. I mean, look at that face, by the way. Look at that face.
I didn't forget.
That is the face of a man who he knows he's being photographed. He's pissed. He's not happy about it. Like, I confronted this guy a couple weeks ago. This guy's got his head on a swivel everywhere now. He's like, turtle riders, where are they? I've got bad news for you, Chris. I got really bad news for you. They're literally everywhere. You can't, you guys should just stop going out in public. Like, that'd be my recommendation. And it's only going to get worse from here.
Okay, so then what you just heard was a felony. Though that exact quote was put in the charging documents. I point out that Chris Albert, I am talking about how a picture of Chris Albert has been posted on the internet. My show discusses this. I didn't take the picture. I didn't order anyone to take the picture. If I did, that's not illegal either. You're allowed to take pictures and you're allowed to encourage other people to take pictures. You can do that. But I didn't even do that. Somebody else took a picture and posted it online and the internet's talking about it. So now I'm going to talk about it. That's all I'm doing here. And I'm saying, if I'm Chris Albert, he's obviously disturbed by it. Does he look happy? He doesn't look happy. He's pissed. They're taking his picture. And I'm like, bro, man to man, like real talk. If I man to boy, if real talk, if I were them, I wouldn't go out in public. It's just me. I just wouldn't do it because it's gonna keep happening. People are gonna take your picture and shit. So if you don't like having your picture taken, don't go out.
I did not direct this person to do this. I can't stop them. They're everywhere. They don't like you. Nobody likes you. You guys.
They left that part out. They didn't put that quote in the charging documents. I didn't direct them to do it. That was mysteriously left out. Why would they leave that out? Oh, right, because it changes the context of everything, doesn't it? It does.
You guys killed someone. You literally killed someone. Not you. You didn't do it. You raised someone who did it. And, your big bro did it. But, and you obviously know this and you're helping to cover it up. But I guess you didn't kill anyone. So you got that going for you. So good job, Chris. You just raised the killer. Anyway. And we're going to get to that too. But he's obviously, when I saw him, this dude is ready and looking around. They insist on going out in public. Chris, I know where you guys were today. Y'all were in 𝗥𝗏, weren't you?
Yep,
I got pictures of you on my cell phone. I got people sending me pictures. You guys were at some sort of little league thing in 𝗥𝗏. I got pictures of Courtney Proctor. I got pictures of, who was she with there? I forget. There's a whole crew here. Alberts, McCabe's, all you people were there. So just know that there will be no, life as normal is over. Okay. Life is normal. You had normal for a while there from January 29th. Till about April, January 29, 2022, till April 2023, you guys literally got away with murder, okay? You were being called out in court documents, in court, by David Yannetti, Alan Jackson, and crew. And it just...
There we go. That was the quote right there. Where I just point out, life is normal is over. You go out, people are going to take your picture. Welcome to being famous. It's welcome to the crew, I guess. You're in. Things are changing now. It is what it is. Everybody knows who you are. So, but they make it sound where I'm just I'm directing all these people to harass these witnesses. I didn't tell this woman, I'd never met this woman before we took this picture. I didn't tell her to do that. She's well within her rights to do it. Anyway, Chris Albert on the way out gets into a pissing match with this woman and starts yelling at her, right? And I play the video where, hold on, this is funny, this video.
Fucking being all weird to me.
I was sitting across the bar, across from me. I was looking. Where else am I looking? Fucking air?
You stared at me.
I didn't stare. You were sitting right across the bar. You were sitting right across the bar from me.
I saw what you did.
What did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, what did I do?
What did I do? I didn't take pictures of you.
You took pictures of me? This is what you're doing?
It's embarrassing.
You're following someone, a woman, mind you. You're following a woman out to her car and being you took pictures of me. Who gives a fuck? You're in public. There's no expectation of privacy.
True.
Who cares if somebody took pictures of you?
That's a good point.
Oh, you took pictures of me? Yeah. So what if I did?
Okay.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's legal.
And you got to confront her and cause a scene. These people are so fucking stupid. They just don't know how to keep it. They can't help it. They are unraveling. This is unhinged behavior. on the part of 𝗃𝗃. We are getting to them. And like Chris, the more you act like this in public, this just I'm like, oh, we're getting to him. Oh, that's like a green light for me.
Oh, there it is.
Time to hit the gas. Like that's what that is. That's a big mistake on your part.
So that's the part where they're like, felony, witness intimidation. We're getting to him. He's an elected official in town, and people are confronting him in public. First of all, he's confronting them. He's yelling at them, and they're yelling back at him. He's not a victim. He's an elected official. Like, imagine Donald Trump got to be a witness in a case. If Donald Trump came to Massachusetts, you would not be allowed to protest him, according to the statute, because he's a witness in the criminal proceeding. You're not allowed to do that in our state, like, according to this stupid law, which has obviously been around for a while, but never been abused like this.
Some more.
So let's go to the 25th.
How did I take a picture of you? I was on the phone.
Serious conversation.
Yeah, let's have a serious conversation.
Put your phone in your pocket. We can have a serious conversation.
Okay.
Knows you did this.
All right.
It's unanimous. Karen Reed did this. But it's just a great reminder. I love when she said, like, everyone in the state knows you did this.
True.
And it's true. Like, everyone outside of your bubble, which is really small, and it's getting smaller by the day.
At least they got crusty panties.
It used to be bigger. It used to be kind of like the whole town.
Well, that's what she said.
That is day by day. So many people in your town are looking at you, Chris, every day. When you go out in public and you go to the grocery store or wherever, people are taking pictures of you. I got a picture of you, Chris, and your wife, Julie, because I know you're watching, Chris. It's about a week or so ago. You went to Twin River Casino, didn't you?
Oh, of course.
I got pictures of you at Twin River Casino.
Oh, here we go.
I got pictures of 𝗃𝗃.
I got pictures of you
in Aruba. You can't leave the fucking country.
This is
with like Turtle Riders. We're gonna find you. They're gonna find you.
They're gonna find you.
You can't hide anymore. Your life, your private life, is officially over. Over.
You leave
your house. You're gonna have your pictures
taken. So you
everywhere. So you need to get used to your new normal. This is your new normal. Any Turtle Rider sees you in public, they're going to do this. They're going to take pictures of you. They're going to send it to me. You're famous. Everyone knows what you did. And so this is a great reminder to 𝗃𝗃 because I'm sure he's not used to people challenging him like this. And he's freaking out. We need to accelerate it. I'm not telling you what to do, but Deanna did a fantastic.
They did not put that part in the charging documents. They didn't put the I'm not telling you what to do in there, because I'm not. I make it clear I'm not telling you what to do. But in my opinion, we need to put the pressure on elected officials like 𝗃𝗃, which people did by going to select board meetings and protesting. And we've started a political revolution in that town, haven't we? And it led to an audit of the Canton Police Department, a historic audit. It is the definition of democracy, what we are doing here. He's an elected official in town, and they're acting like it's a felony to say things like we need to accelerate our activism. Like, so that's it. What you just heard, that they want to turn that, a YouTube show, into a felony. This is a joke. So when you hear like, oh, Turtleboy is getting charged with felonies, that's it. Play that tape. Like, this is the tape. They're saying this, like, that's a fucking joke. Like, this is a felony? Have you ever been on YouTube before? This is mild for YouTube. This is nothing. This is not a felony. All right. So the next one, let's go to the next chart, the next thing here. Again, they don't explain how any of that is witness intimidation. But then they say this. They kind of tie it together here. They say, episode number 4, I said from the beginning, I don't want this to go to trial. I said from the beginning, I don't want this to go to trial. Let's look at the charging document. Let's look at the statute. Remember, the statute says that the goal of your intimidation is to impede, obstruct, delay, prevent, or otherwise interfere with a criminal investigation at any stage. So basically to slow down or prevent a criminal proceeding from going forward, right? They're saying that is what it is. Now, and this is the quote they're using, I said from the beginning, I don't want this to go to trial. So what they're trying to get to here is that, like, my master plan is to prevent the Karen Reed case from going to trial. Like, I'm just intimidating these people so they don't, like, whatever, testify against me and whatever. Except I'm on record a million times saying I want them to testify. Why the fuck wouldn't I want them to testify? This trial And I've said it from the beginning. I'm like, I want it to go to trial. Selfishly, I want it to go to trial. I felt bad for Karen Reed, you know, that she had to go through this, whatever, because I think it's a farce, this whole thing. But selfishly, this trial has been great for business. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at all the new followers I have. The money I'm making. It's dope. It's been great. It's been a great ride. Like, this has been the best business move ever. Karen Reed going to trial. Why the fuck? Why wouldn't I want to go to trial? So let's listen to the clip here and see what I actually said.
Magazines calling these people up, and because they liked it when the Boston Globe was doing what they always do, ignoring a real story. Like that, and WCVB was doing what they do best, covering up a real story. True. Because they have personal ties to it through Greg Henning and Katie Thompson, that animal abusing piece of shit.
Yes.
So
sucks.
Kate Thompson Falconer, that is.
Yeah.
By the way, she's pregnant again. Can you believe that? She's hiding behind pregnancy again.
Yeah.
Oh. And she did a thing on this the other day. It was disgusting. Like, it was like,
she's a pig.
I don't want to get into that. Anyway, so I just feel like there's something going on here, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my senses are wrong. I don't know. Again, this is just an opinion. It's not a fact. It's not based in any. It is based in some things I've seen, obviously, with Colin Albert and the Brian Higgins rumors and all that. But it's just, I don't know. I just feel like something's happening. However, at the same time, it's like, somebody said this to me the other day about Karen Reed. It's like, this is no way to live. Like, this is not a life. Like, how long can one person deal with this clout? Like, I've said from the beginning,
here we go,
that I do not want this to go to trial.
There it is.
Not that I fear her getting found guilty or anything like that, but just that's a sham. Like, it should never go. Like, this should be dropped. If there's any justice in the world, these charges should be dropped.
Oh, they didn't put that part in there. All they have, again, in the charging documents, it just says, quote, I said from the beginning, I don't want this to go to trial. So they're making it seem like I'm intimidating these witnesses so that the trial doesn't happen, right? Except they missed the part. They intentionally kept the part out where I said, what?
From the beginning, that I do not want this to go to trial.
Don't want this to go to trial.
Not that I fear her getting found guilty or anything like that, but just that's a sham. Like, it should never go. Like, this should be dropped.
Oh, it should be dropped. You mean like a motion to dismiss should be filed? Yeah, that's what fucking happens in court cases. Defense attorneys file motions to dismiss. And I think the motion to dismiss should be granted. It wasn't, but I thought it should be. But apparently now in Massachusetts, it is a felony if you think a judge should grant a motion to dismiss, because that's what I just said there. And they're saying that's a felony now. So that's 3 felonies you just witnessed right there. All right, next one. Let's go on to the next one. Now they're going to quote an article I published, I believe. On September 13th, Kearney posted a blog entitled Can't Cover Up Part 142. So let me pull that up. Oh, God, where is, I got to text my fucking web developer. Hold on. What is going on with these pictures? Hold on. All right. So anyway, so I'll just read this to you. So this billboard went up in Foxborough, right? I'll show you guys here. It's dope. It's still there somehow. We were supposed to get like a month out of this thing, $5,000, and it ended up being, it's still there, right? So this is right outside of Gillette Stadium. Right before like opening day for the Patriots happened, and it got put up there. So there it is right there. All right. Now, let's check the charging documents out. Because this is the article that got me indicted. So it says here, The Free Karen Reed billboard goes up on Route 1 outside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. 2 more to follow. The topic of the blog was about a billboard that read Free Karen Reed with a picture of Karen Reed. Kearney praised the organizers of the billboard. He said, "Thank you to everyone who donated as well. Although millions of people know about the injustice that is happening in Norfolk County, I would bet that over half the population of Norfolk County has never heard of Karen Reed before. That will change because of this 3-pronged billboard blitz. It's really important for people in Norfolk County to know about this story because that is where the jury pool would be chosen from." Oh, so they're saying I'm interfering. Again, the statute says anybody who impedes, obstructs, delays, prevents, or otherwise interferes with a criminal proceeding. So I am, I guess, what is not impeding, but interfering with, they're saying there, a criminal proceeding because I'm educating people driving on Route 1 to encourage them to watch a video because it's got a QR code on it. And that brings you to the video framed on our channel, which now has 250,000 views. They're saying that educating people about a topic is witness intimidation now. So this is how ridiculous the Commonwealth is. So that's that. On June 13th, he broadcasted a live YouTube video, which is currently on his channel. During the broadcast, he displayed phone records of Jennifer McCabe from the day John O'Keefe was killed. The records displayed names next to the phone number, which appears to be the user of the other phone number. These records had previously been an attachment in an unredacted defense motion. So I go on my show and we bust out Jennifer McCabe's call log, which has, again, let's check it out. Let me just go and pull this Turtleboy Live episode 590. Let's see what happens. What, do we have a timestamp on there? Did they even give us a timestamp? They don't even give us a timestamp. So I bet we can find it. So I go on let's just pull it up. Oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, so let's read this real quick. It says, so I pull up the public court filings from the defense, which shows Jennifer McCabe's call log. All the calls are there. The numbers are there too. I didn't post them online. The court did. They posted unredacted phone numbers. And ironically, they post my phone number in this. I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a shit. But it's okay when they do it to me, but when I do it to them, it's witness intimidation. Okay. He cold calls the phone numbers without names associated, and I do. And I call one phone and I get Michael Proctor, and I leave the following message. So you want to see what happens? This is funny. This was a funny episode. So this was a good episode. So I took Jen McCabe's, we just went on Jen McCabe's call log and we called everyone she called that day. It was fun. It was a good time. It was educational. So let's pull it up.
Like, oh, you motherfuckers, you forgot to sprinkle the taillights. Oops. Got a Panic and I by Jennifer McCabe. For fear. Let's see here. She calls Tom Beatty.
So we go through the call log.
What times? 5:33, 5:52, and 5:57. We believe that was to see whether or not she could get her story straight with that.
So I go through the call
2 minutes
log,
and 45 seconds.
and then I start
McCabe
calls.
Calls. Okay.
I don't recognize some of these.
8:59. We got a phone number. 339. Let's call that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna start calling. Fuck
it. I call this number.
Let's do it, baby.
And
Let's dance.
So I call this number.
Let's find out who this is at 16. Let's see.
I know who he calls. I know who she called.
An outgoing call. Did they answer?
It's Michael Lang.
Yes, for 13 seconds.
So this is. I call the number, and
She doesn't
I
have
don't
him
know.
plugged into the phone.
It doesn't say Michael
Who do you
Lang
guys think
on
it
the
is?
call log. So I call him up, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" So this is journalism because I'm curious who she called. This is investigative journalism. Who did she call? Who did Jennifer McCabe call 3 hours after finding John O'Keefe's body on her brother-in-law's and her sister's front lawn? Let's find out.
Please leave your message for 339237165
Hi, this is award-winning journalist Aidan Kearney calling. Looking for who this is. I noticed that you are on Jennifer McCabe's call log and that she contacted you, called you.
Okay. So I keep going down the line.
Roberts again. They talk for 2 seconds, then again.
So I call another one. Who's this? Here it is.
It's Proctor. It's Proctor. It's fucking Proctor.
Again, so I don't even know who it is. I just go through the list, right?
Let's give this person a call. Find out who the hell this is.
I didn't know who it was.
Not in her phone. Your guess is as good as mine.
Find out who this is. Your guess is as good as mine. I had no idea who I was calling. I just go through the list. And I say the number out loud.
It's Proctor. It's Proctor. It's fucking Proctor.
So here's the felony.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Trooper Proctor. This is award-winning journalist Aidan Kearney calling. I'm calling to talk to you. I do have some questions about you. I have a lot of questions, actually. For starters, why didn't you tell anyone before doing the investigation that you were good friends with the Albert family? Why did you, in your report, say that you were introduced to Chris Albert on February 10th when you had known him for more than a decade prior to that? Why did you lie about what time you towed Karen Reed's car? Why did you intentionally misspell the names of several key witnesses in your report? And I'm just wondering about all of those things. And maybe you and I can meet up for coffee, because boy, do I have a lot of questions for you. When you were inside Fairview Road that night, that morning rather, why did you stay there for 4.5 hours? And what did you guys talk about and do? And why were you descending stairs with John O'Keefe's phone in your pocket? So give me a call back, man. I feel like you and I have a lot of catching up to do. I talk about you a lot. I feel like I know you pretty well at this point. I know which year you graduated from the academy. I know you were out in West Brookfield for a while. I know some people that you know. So give me a call back when you get this. Now that I have your number, and everybody watching also has your phone number, which again is 781-364-0165.
Public document.
I'd like to know. Oh, she called you again. You called her at 12:49. And we're going to get to that. So now that I have your number, I'm going to plug you in and we'll talk soon. Bye. Now, this is fascinating, folks. This is fascinating. Okay. So that is Michael Proctor's.
So they want you to believe that's what you just witnessed there is a felony, that I intimidated Michael Proctor, the lead investigator in this, because I didn't even know I was calling him. I just going through this public call log, which is in a court filing, which anyone can have. All these numbers are out there for the public. So I'm like, who's this belong to? Let's find out. Let's do some journalism. I call him up. I'm like, oh shit, it's Michael Proctor. Fuck. That's his personal cell phone, or I think it's his work cell phone. And I don't say anything bad. I'm like, I just have a lot of questions for you. And then I start asking the questions. And I'm like, oh man. And I gave out his number. I said his number because it's on the freaking list. Now, in this same charging document, they have my phone number listed. Are you kidding me? They released his number. I didn't release it. The Commonwealth released his number. And this is a felony. I missed the statute here. So again, we haven't seen the bill of particulars. It has not been explained to me, because this is the only thing I allegedly did to Michael Proctor. I have yet to see how on earth I attempted to cause physical, emotional, or financial harm to Michael. Can anybody see that in that phone call? Where was the attempt to cause physical harm? Nope, didn't do that. Financial harm? Nope. Emotional harm? Anyone could say, like, oh, I'm sad. I guess that's what they're going to say. I'm sad. That phone call gave me the sads. So, Aidan, Turtleboy gave him the sads. And now, how did they tie that into... And like, this is a cop, by the way, saying this big bad policeman. He's got the sads because I called him and left a voicemail. Like, that was threatening. I mean, this is a joke. Witness intimidation statutes exist to protect witnesses who are having their lives threatened so that they can testify and we can have justice. That not to protect bitch ass corrupt police cops who don't want to be asked questions by reporters. Like, that's bullshit. Like, does anybody think that was a felony, what you just witnessed there? Nobody thinks that. Nobody. Give me a break. If that's illegal, then we don't have a First Amendment anymore. It's not illegal. Stop it. So that's that again. So whenever you see in the news, oh, Turtleboy is being charged with witness intimidation. That's it. That's the witness intimidation. I left him a goddamn voicemail asking him questions about why he's so corrupt on my show. Okay. And they said, as a result, of the cell phone number being broadcasted, Trooper Proctor began to receive random and harassing text messages and voicemails, kind of like my attorney did when his phone number was put out there for the masses. He's involved in a court proceeding. He's a witness. So did the Commonwealth witness intimidate my lawyer? Okay. He received a dozen text messages and voicemails. The contents pertain to his alleged involvement in the conspiracy and calls for his termination. Okay, where's the illegal part? He had to change his work cell phone number. Oh, did he destroy his phone too? Because that's what the rest of the McAlberts do. They just do what Higgins did. Just destroy your phone. Michael Proctor is married to Elizabeth Proctor. Beginning in April 2023, Kearney wrote blogs about Elizabeth Proctor. On May 9th, Kearney authored a post about Elizabeth. A video is attached to the post. The video depicts a cell phone screen of an Apple iPhone. The user of the cell phone dials the phone number of Elizabeth. Kearney further writes. So let's go to this. May 9th, 2023, Turtleboy Live. Turtleboy Live. Okay. I can't even. They're not even letting me see it. Let's see. See, Elizabeth Proctor. Okay, hold on. Turtleboy, Elizabeth Proctor. God damn it. Where's all these cover photos? I mean, this is ridiculous. Hold on. All right. All right. So check this out. So I'll show you the article I published about. So Elizabeth Proctor is the wife of Michael Proctor. She's not a witness to anything, but she's the family member of a witness. So she, under the statute, she gets to have this whatever. Now, I've written about her because she in the past has gone online and been a mean girl on Facebook. She does a lot of laughing reactions to people who question whether or not Karen Reed is actually guilty. Okay. And I call up, somebody contacts me. Okay. Somebody in Western Massachusetts, a woman contacts me and says, oh yeah, I just got a phone call at my work from Elizabeth Proctor demanding that I be fired because I had left a comment on Facebook earlier that said that her husband is corrupt. And so Elizabeth Proctor Googled me, found out where I worked, and called my employer and demanded that I be fired. So that's literally, so Elizabeth Proctor is trying to cause economic harm to somebody because they don't like the fact that she's married to a corrupt piece of shit named Michael Proctor. And this happens. So I called the phone number up and I'm like, who does this? This is the phone number that called the woman's work. Listen to this.
Hello? Hi, this call is recorded. Is this Elizabeth Proctor?
Yes.
Hi, Elizabeth. My name's Aidan Kearney from Turtleboy. I'm calling to see, are you calling people's work?
So that's it. That's what you hear. Okay. And so I find out that she's got an employer too. She works at Instrom. Okay. And I post, but you're probably not going to reach anyone that way. So I list her employer's phone number because she likes to call people's workplaces and have them fired. And that's fine. I guess she's within her rights to do that. It's not illegal to do that. It's shitty, but it's not illegal. I mean, what law is she breaking? I don't know. And so, in my opinion, her behavior is deplorable. And if I were Instrom, I would not want somebody like this representing my company, right? Like, this is deplorable behavior. And you have a right to contact Instrum and say, I have a problem with your employee, right? I have a problem with this. So it says, since you like to call people's workplaces, here's the contact information. But you're probably not going to reach anyone that way. So feel free to leave a review on their wide open Facebook or Twitter account. That's it. Where's all the pictures? Anyway, so it says here, I can think of 2 people who deserve to lose their jobs over this. Michael and Elizabeth Proctor. These 2 lowlifes think they're untouchable. They're nothing but bullies who terrorized people for years, but now they've met their match. I think you're allowed to think that. I'm allowed to think that Michael Proctor should lose his job over this. This is like saying that it's illegal for Karen to be like, Karen Reed murdered somebody because she lost her job at Fidelity over this. So you're causing them economic harm. So the key, they're actually saying that I caused economic harm to Elizabeth Proctor, even though she wasn't fired. She didn't lose her job. They still employ that fucking piece of shit. And yeah. Okay. So they say that's illegal. Anyway, on his May 10th broadcast, episode 580. Let's go to this. Episode 580. Turtleboy Live. Turtleboy Live, episode 580. It's called Elizabeth Proctor, Dumbest Wife Ever. So it says here, during his broadcast, Kearney talks about Elizabeth. He stated he was going to call her. He repeated her cell phone number on the broadcast as he was entering the number into his cell phone. Using the speakerphone option, Kearney broadcast the phone call, and it went to voicemail. He then leaves the following voicemail. So let's go listen to this and see what this felony witness intimidation is all about of Elizabeth Proctor, who literally is a mean girl who goes around harassing people at their workplaces if they share opinions on Facebook that she disagrees with. This is what they're saying. So this is what happens.
Something's up here. She's like, yes. Like, people call me all the time. Like, is this Turtleboy? And I'm like, I just don't respond. I'm not giving you that satisfaction. Fuck no. Did she think you were a Fed? I don't know what she thought. I don't know. Let's just call her right now. Fuck it. I'm sure she's watching. Probably not going to answer, but let's just call her. She did sound nervous. You're right. She did sound nervous. (617-780-7193). Okay.
Oh no, I said her phone number. Now keep in mind, we got her phone number from caller ID because she harassed somebody at work using this phone. No, I haven't done the phone. Fuck are these names? Julie Nagel's.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 617-780-7193.
Here we go. Here's the phone.
Not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Elizabeth. This is Aidan Kearney calling you back from Turtleboy. We briefly spoke yesterday on the phone. I introduced myself to you, and then you hung up on me, or maybe it was a bad connection. But I just wanted to see how your day at work went today, if it went well. I noticed that your employer took down their social media pages within minutes of the blog I published about your recent behavior. And I just want to see, is it awkward? Were you afraid to go in? Just tell me about your day and why. Because that's the part I don't understand, is that you seem to be okay with calling other people's workplaces and interfering with their ability to make a living for themselves. But when it happens to you, maybe it's not as fun. Maybe it's not as fun. Do you like that? That's what I want to know. Did you like that? Like, because you've been doing that to a lot of other people. And do you think it's fair that it happened to you, dear? Do you regret it? Do you regret it? And what's your scumbag husband up to right now? Are you going to visit him in prison? Do you think they'll have conjugal visits? Give me a call back when you get this, and we can chat some more. Bye, girl.
Bye, girl.
All right, so she didn't answer. Let's see if she calls back.
That's actually, so that what you heard right there is a felony. That's what they're like. When you see Turtleboy's charged with felonies, play that. That's the felony. I call Elizabeth Proctor and I'm like, so what's up with you harassing people at work? That's not cool, is it? I mean, do you like it when people do it to you? Because that sucks, right? Like, so maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not nice. How was your day at work? Like, did you like that? I mean, do you regret it? And like, will there be conjugal visits in jail with Michael Proctor? I don't know. Like, are you gonna like, bye girl? Like, I think that's the first time bye girl has ever been used in a felony witness intimidation indictment. Bye girl. Okay, so that's what you witnessed there. That's when you hear, oh, Turtleboy's bad. That's what I did. That's what I did. So following the phone call, he accessed the social media. Okay, let's play this at 1:08. So more.
So this woman is just a piece of work. And like I said, she worked at least a company in Norwood in human resources, which is just too ironic, for a company called Instron. And let's see, is their Facebook page down? Let's see. It's gone. It's fucking gone. That was quick. That's gone. You can't reply on the Twitter. Or did they take the whole Twitter down? The tweets are protected. The Turtleboy effect. Oh God. Is this picture of Elizabeth Proctor still up? Is that still up?
So that was the felony they put in there, the Turtleboy effect. It says, following the phone call, Kearney accessed the social media accounts of Instron. Oh no, not accessing the social media accounts. Can't do that. And laughed as he stated the pages were taken down and stated, quote, the Turtleboy effect. Oh God. Both Elizabeth and Michael Proctor stated they have felt harassed by the acts of Kearney. So they felt harassed, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Like, I called and left voicemails for them too. Like, that's it. After one of them was involved in harassing innocent people. So then I got this. I got another charge here. It says, on Monday, a Facebook account believed to be used by Kearney posted the following message. Anyone in Canton want to take a couple pictures? DM me, please. At 6:53, the Facebook post was edited with the phrase, update, all set, thanks. From a Twitter account, he posted this message and photograph, which depicts the front of 6 Wentworth Road of Michael and Elizabeth Proctor. Now, it says here, today at 6 p.m., 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗃's Jeep was seen parked outside the Proctor's household. We ran the plates on all 3 cars. Now, I would normally just publish this. I could have just published this article. I know what 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗃's car looks like, and it's obviously at the Proctor's household, so you have to assume the cars in the lot belong to Michael Proctor. But, you know, maybe I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe somebody messaged me and said, can you run the plates for me just to make sure that those belong to Michael Proctor and 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗃? Can you do that just to verify? Sure. But I was going to, you know, it's not, you know, it doesn't hurt to like dot your I's and cross your T's, right? Like, so I want to verify that it's them, and I can just make a post like that. I do it all the time. And I say, can anybody verify that this, who tell me who this car belongs to? It's a plate. Tow truck drivers respond. PIs respond. A lot of people, you could pay $5 a month and get access and just write in a license plate and see the cars belong to. It's not like top secret information. So a dispatcher from Avon is one of like 10 people that responds to me and is like, sure, what do you need? And runs the license plate for me. And it comes back, and she had no idea who this belonged to. And she's like, it's registered to Matt McCabe, Michael Proctor, and Elizabeth Proctor. Okay, good. Got him. That's what I thought. She had no idea what she was doing. Right. And it's like, so I run this now they're saying this is conspiracy to commit felony witness intimidation. Why did I do this? Well, a month prior to this, the district attorney said that there's no relationship between Michael Proctor and any of the witnesses. Yet I have one of the witnesses at his house for a social visit at 6 p.m. on like a Tuesday. So what's up with that? Apparently they do. So I proved through my journalism and through my investigative skills that the district attorney lied about the relationship between the lead investigator and a star witness in a murder investigation. That's like award-winning journalism right there. That's how you win a fucking Pulitzer. Is this kind of, this is like what, this was used in court filings by the defense. It was amazing. It was an amazing story. And they say it's felony witness intimidation. Who's intimidated by this? Who? Why? How is Jen McCabe intimidated by the fact that I proved that she's on a social visit with the Proctors? And they had to change their story. Prior to this, they said they'd never met. Now they said they're on a social visit. And you saw in the stand the other day, what did Jennifer McCabe say? Oh, we had to commiserate. We were bonding over being mean. We are getting harassed, and it is horrifying harassment. And we were bonding over that because we both are dealing with horrifying harassment. They're horrified, right? So on episode 16, he said he ran the plates. He showed the photographs. He showed each vehicle. The term ran regards into a motor vehicle registration. The term blah, 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 blah. Okay. And again, authorized individual have personalized access to the CJIS logins and accounts. Recertification standards, which include lessons and tests, continuously assert that CJIS users are trained to the standards and do not disseminate protected private information unless for a legitimate law enforcement purpose. So the person who did this technically violated the rules of their workplace, right? Google it, research this. Cops get in trouble for this shit all the time. They never get charged. They get like suspended. Like it's not no one's ever been charged for running a license plate. Cops do it all the time when they see hot chicks. Like little known fact, they do it all the time. Every cop out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. They see a hot chick, they see her license plate, they run it. Like, what's her name? Oh yeah, what's up with that? It's hot, you know? That's not felony witness intimidation because you ran a license plate. On Tuesday, September 26th, John Fanning conducted a CJIS audit to determine who queried it. They found out that a woman named Janelle Wubb did it. They interviewed her. She stated she had been employed there. She was working on Monday, September 25th from 4 to midnight. She stated she communicates on Facebook Messenger with Clarence Woods Emerson, believed to be used by Kearney. Okay. She provides her cell phone to investigators. They observe communications. Webb sends the message, "What you got? I'm here till 8 a.m. He responds with H500. She responds back with the message, Matt McCabe, to which he responds, got him. It's parked at Michael Proctor's house as we speak. So that's it. That's it. So she gives, like, she voluntarily contacts me and volunteers to run a license plate. She does that, and it confirms that it is indeed that the district attorney's office lied. And that's what they're really mad about. It's not a conspiracy to commit witness intimidation. It's a conspiracy to prove that the district attorney's office lies in murder cases. On a YouTube video, Kearney acknowledged it is illegal to obtain information about the registered owner of the vehicle and discussed why it should be legal. It's not illegal. It's against policy. It's not illegal. I interviewed Jennifer McCabe regarding the incident. She stated she never met Elizabeth Proctor or Michael Proctor prior to September of 2023. And since the first meeting several weeks ago, they have communicated regarding the constant harassment, intimidation, and public attacks. She'd never met them before, but she had to have met Michael Proctor prior to September of 2023 because she was interviewed by him in a murder investigation. So how's that possible? They communicated regarding the constant harassment and public attacks. So it's okay for them to have a social visit as long as they are bonding. They're bonding over the sharing experience. I mean, this is a joke. So then they go based on the so they list all these things I said, and they go based on these facts. Then they just list the witness intimidation statute. He's guilty of witness intimidation, but they don't say how I do anything. So there's that. And then it goes on and on. There's a couple more. Oh, then they talk about the road rally. So I do this rolling road rally in the town of Canton that on November. They really didn't like this one. On July 27th, I think. No, 22nd. I announced I'm coming. A couple hundred of us roll through the neighborhoods, and we protest outside of homes of Michael Proctor, Jennifer McCabe, Brian Albert, and Julie Nagel. We tell them we're coming. We don't see a single cop all day. No one gets hurt. No one's property gets vandalized. Nothing. And what happens? I get charged with felony witness intimidation 2 months after the fact because they said, okay, he's further stated he did not broadcast the locations of the protest prior to the departure of the rolling rally. During the video, he stated the purpose is to protest a murder cover-up. He stated some witnesses will be in jail within a year. That hasn't happened. And being able to locate the witnesses wherever they travel. During the duration of the rally, he thanked other members of the rally for attending. Okay. Juliana Nagel went to her house. He stated at any point, Julie Nagel, you can come out at any point. Nothing is stopping you from telling the truth. You know what happened that night. Yeah. She can tell the truth. She witnessed a murder. I think she should tell the truth about that. How is that a felony? How am I impeding in a criminal investigation by saying that people should tell the truth? How doesn't that help a criminal investigation? How does that impede the criminal investigation? You can't get away with it anymore. Too many people know you're going down with them. Nothing is stopping you from coming forward and telling the police what happened. She is complicit in the cover-up of a murder. You might as well tell the truth and tell the world what happened. Neighbors, maybe you guys can help us pressure them into this. Julie Nagel was involved. She was at the murder of a Boston police officer. She knows what happened. She's actively involved in the cover-up. She should not be allowed to walk around town like none of this happened. The truth will set you free. Now, I didn't even know what her address was. Luckily, someone sent me her address. But we'll get to that later. Anyway, so this is, yeah. So then I was on another YouTube show where it's the YouTube account 𝗲𝗄𝗆 dated August 20, 2023. He made the comment, I want the world to know what happened here. They want the story to be silent. Nobody knows about it. They want to be able to find a jury pool that's never heard of any of this shit. So they can manipulate them the same way they manipulate everyone else out there. And I'm not allowing them to do that. I'm happy to do it. Well, they did find a jury pool. They found 17 that had never heard of this story. So, first of all, I'm not attempting to intimidate anyone. I'm attempting to educate the public. That's not a crime. Not a crime. And they just, again, they list the statute, but they don't explain how anything I said was against the statute. Okay, what else do we got here? Anything else? Okay, he's bad. He's got a lot of followers. The billboard thing. Juliana Nagel. Chris Albert. Okay, so how about this? So I left this voicemail on episode 590 of the show. Turtleboy live. Okay. Let's pull this out. What's the
number? I'm going to plug you in and we'll talk soon. Bye. Now, this is fascinating, folks. This is fascinating.
35-minute mark.
So that is Michael Proctor's phone number. Oh, I hope he tries to get an order on. Oh, it's provolone. Duh.
So I make a phone call here. This is the next felony. This is Julie Albert's phone number.
Please leave a message for 78158953374.
I was not in.
Hi, Julie. This is award-winning journalist Aidan Kearney calling from Turtleboy Daily News. just calling to ask you a few questions. I saw you at the Board of Selectmen meeting a few weeks ago. You looked great and extremely happy in the front row and extremely comfortable, like you wanted to be there.
Yes,
Just want to ask you a couple questions. I'm reading a police report right now from February 10th, 2022, in which Michael Proctor says he interviewed you and introduced himself for the first time, which confuses me a little bit because it seems like your family has known him for quite some time. I was wondering how your son Colin, who was at 34 Fairview Road the night that John O'Keefe was murdered, ended up in a wedding party with Trooper Proctor and Trooper Proctor's sister before he was actually a trooper. And I want to know, how did you guys meet? And did you guys just forget about each other over time, that you had to be reintroduced again? But what I'd really like to know is, if you were in the Canton High School class of 1994, how the hell did Jen McCabe win Best Looking? Were they using Dominion voting machines? How does that happen? And how does that hurt your self-esteem to know that you were in the same graduating class as Jennifer McCabe?
Ouch.
And she got Best Looking?
Ooh.
Like, how do you cope with that? Do you need therapy? That has to hurt your feelings, right? Because that would just devastate me if I lost a horse face. So give me a call back when you get this, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
So that's a felony. Saying that Julie Nagel somehow is less attractive to Jen McCabe, and that's sad, is a felony. Okay. Then Chris Albert stated he received a phone call, but didn't answer the call. The following voicemail was left. And they don't list the timestamp for here, so they say, I'll show you what it says. I mean, this is wild. They're saying this. They go, yes, 𝗔𝗵𝗄𝗆 Charlie. This is award-winning journalist Aidan Kearney calling you back. You messaged me on the night of April 17th when I first wrote about the story of your son being involved in the death of John O'Keefe. You said it was unfortunate that I was going to write about it. But I haven't heard back from you yet, so I'm still following up on that. I'd also like to know about a report I'm reading right now in which Trooper Proctor claims he was formally introduced to you on February 10th, 2022. I'm a little bit confused. We have pictures of your family with Trooper Proctor dating back as far as 2011, if not further. So did you guys have amnesia that day that you needed to be formally introduced? Do you need to be introduced to the people that you have known for a long time? Do you live perpetually in Groundhog Day? I know this was right around Groundhog Day when it happened, so maybe it just kept replaying and you got to do it all over and over again the next day. I don't know. I'd like to learn more about this. So if you get back to me, that'd be great. And also, I'd like 2 blackened chicken parms and extra mozzarella. This is the part that got me felony witness intimidation, because they're saying this is, I'm shit you not. They're saying Chris Albert suffered economic harm as a result of that statement because I was making a call to his pizza shop and not picking up the food. They're saying me leaving a voicemail in which I say, give me a chicken parm, is me, like Chris Albert's like, oh, really? Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'll make you a chicken parm. He makes a chicken parm, and he's like, where is he? He never showed up to buy the chicken parm. This is what they're saying as a witness. They're saying that caused him economic harm. He's a witness in the case, and I see suffering economic harm. Give me a break. On October 2nd, Kearney posts a video where he reads from an affidavit in support of a harassment order filed in Stoughton District Court. At the 6-hour, 10-minute mark, 6-hour, 10-minute mark, what the fuck? Kearney states, you, Chris Albert, don't have the right to live peacefully, dude. It's not a thing. So Chris Albert, 9 days before I get arrested, goes down to court and tries to get a harassment prevention order against me. It gets denied. He can't even get an order on me because the judge says it's free speech. 9 days later, that judge arraigns me for the same fucking thing, for felony witness intimidation, the same thing. And again, I said to him, you don't have a right to live peacefully. You don't. No one has a right to live peacefully in this country. You have the right to make noise. You have the right to protest people. No one has the right to just peace and quiet all the time. That's not how freedom works. So they're saying that this is witness intimidation. What else they got? Anything else? How about this? Kearney traveled to Canton on several occasions. On one occasion, he went to D&E Pizza, which is owned by Chris Albert. He's been interviewed by investigators. During the visit, Kearney confronted Chris. Kearney later stated on a video posted on YouTube for his followers to confront Chris Albert, order food from D&E Pizza with the intention of not paying for the food. That never happened. That never happened. They keep bringing this one up. They don't have a timestamp. That never, ever, ever happened where I said, yeah, call up 𝗃𝗷𝗵 and order chicken parm and then don't go pick it up. He says, in order to get the indictment against me, he told police that he gets 50 calls a day for fake orders. He also told police that people come into his pizza shop with free Karen Reed shirts and try to order something and he kicks them out. So he's saying he's suffering economic harm while actively kicking people out of his pizza shop who are attempting to give him money in exchange for food. And he's suffering economic harm by his own choice, by his own volition. He's kicking people out who are attempting to pay him for the food that nobody wants. Nasty ass food. And again, I did. Like, this is what happens when I went to 𝗃𝗷𝗵's. I've done many peaceful protests at 𝗃𝗷𝗵's pizza shop. I've done 3 actually. And again, none of the police come several times and they tell me I'm allowed to do this. Like, check this out. Like, this is me.
So we are outside D&E Pizza, owned by 𝗃𝗷𝗵, Chicken Parm Charlie. We're here to do a little protesting. We are demanding the resignation of 𝗃𝗷𝗵 from the Board of Selectmen. We got our signs and everything here. Down with 𝗃𝗷𝗵. Resign, 𝗃𝗷𝗵. Resign from the Board of Selectmen.
Political protest.
Disgraceful. Loser. Loser. So we're going to raise awareness here. It might even be the first day of school. I see school buses going by. A lot of traffic here. Okay. Again, I don't want to go inside because he doesn't like when I do that. So we're just here to peacefully protest. Is Chris here?
Fuck you, pussy.
What
Fuck you.
do you mean fuck me?
Fuck you.
Why are you
Fuck
so...
you, Turtleboy. You're a bully. You guys are bullies with cameras.
How are we
bully
bullies?
with a fucking camera. You're a liar.
Who are you? He's so angry. Why?
Roast beef Ronnie.
Mother every night.
Whoa. That's,
whoa, yeah, fuck you.
That's so rude. That's so rude.
Wow.
What? Oh, I didn't ask for it. It's okay.
Listen, I have nothing to do with this.
I know, but we're just here. I know. We're just. Is Chris here? Where's Chris?
No, he's not here.
What? Where is he?
I don't know. He's off today.
Tell him to come down here. I want to talk to him. So anyway, we're here peacefully protesting for justice for John O'Keefe. I didn't announce this because this is going to be a one-man protest. We are here with 𝗏𝗏𝗄 here. He is documenting this, but we're here to peacefully protest. Last night at the Board of Selectmen meeting, we had a really good turnout of Canton people who are demanding better for their town. So if you're in the area, feel free to come down. We are peacefully protesting again outside of D&E Pizza. Colin was in the house. Uh-oh. He came out with the screwdriver. Yeah, Colin was in the house.
So that's a felony, they said. Like what you just witnessed right there. They're saying that's a felony. Like, and what else? Where else did they protest over there? I had some other protests outside of the pizza shop. What happened? Let's see. Oh, they're saying this was felony witness intimidation. When I went to Jen McCabe's house and rang the doorbell, it was wide open. The door was wide open. They're saying
McCabe house. Let's see if they have anything to say.
So I'm allowed. There's no trespassing signs in the yard. I just walk up to her front door. It's wide open, and I ring the doorbell.
Everyone's got rings. So the door's open. Someone must be home. She said movement, but not on the right. 3 cars in the driveway. Someone's got to be home. Hello, we'd like to sell you some candy bars for my Girl Scout troop.
I'm not a Girl Scout. That was a joke. So I'm standing there, ring the doorbell.
Yep.
And then Jen McCabe, there she is.
Oh, there's Jen.
I saw Jen.
Let's see if they come to the door.
Do I like bang the door?
I definitely saw Jen in there. I think
Open up.
In the ring too. So Jen, I mean you no harm. Just have a couple questions.
I mean you
for
no
how long
harm.
did that in cold? I wonder if you had an answer for that.
How long did that in cold?
We'll see. I definitely saw her. I mean, Jen, I mean you no harm. So all right, I guess she doesn't. Let me try one more time.
All right, try again. Maybe she didn't hear me. She doesn't answer.
Okay. Okie dokie. I guess she's busy, but I guess the kids are at school. Jen's home. Just leaves the door open, so we'll see. All right. All right.
Timing, not everyone's unavailable.
Yeah, everyone.
So that's it. So that's a felony, they say. They want you to believe that's listed in the charging documents as well, that incident. There's another incident listed in the charging docs. What else we got? What else did I do? They say this is felony witness intimidation. This is 𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗁, 𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗁. He's outside on a public street, and they say this is felony witness intimidation, what you are about to witness. Now, here we go.
Sergeant 𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗁, are you trying to arrest me for wiretapping? Why were you talking about me during your whole interview with 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗏? What have you done to follow up on the Ford Edge? What have you done? What have you done to follow up on that Ford Edge that 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 told you about? Why did you not interview? Why did you not interview?
So again, so there's Nick Rocco, by the way. It's like, and I'm the only one that gets charged with this. Not that he should be, but no one else. It's like, I'm the bad guy. Why? Because I got a megaphone. They really don't like the megaphone thing. Other people are out there too.
𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏, why did you not interview 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏, sir, until August 10th?
There he is.
After.
Brandon,
are you ashamed?
look at that.
Is this why you went to the academy, to cover for punks like Michael Proctor?
Watch this.
You're Michael Proctor's bitch. That's all you are, son. You're Michael Proctor's little bitch. You're a fucking pig. You're a disgrace. You're a fucking disgrace. And these two guys here, they know it. They're looking at you right now like, this guy's a fucking joke. I can't believe I have to wear the same uniform as this clown, as this corrupt pig.
Look at him giving the finger.
Look at you, you freaking pig. You disgust me. You disgust me. You loser. You loser. You freaking loser.
𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 But it's not against the law. You're allowed to call a cop 𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗃. You just are. Like, there's nothing illegal about that. You're allowed to call a cop a pig. Wait till they find out about this organization called Black Lives Matter and what they've said to cops over the years. And none of them were ever charged with felony witness intimidation because it's not illegal to do what I just did there. That was a felony. I got indicted for that. Like that 1 minute, 24-second video, I caught a felony charge over that. What else? Because Mello always like, you had a megaphone, Your Honor. You had a megaphone. They really don't like the megaphone. They really hate the megaphone. What's this one? Hold on.
We'll have more on that.
Wonder.
Hi, guys. So everything's status quo. Get involved.
After my appearance,
It's an process. And
there, they went for a month telling suspicious. They're hoping the truth. I'm going to keep going. They would have liked to. I know to be found. Do what I wanted to see something. Okay. What else do we have? Wanted to see something there. All right. Do we have any other? Bang bang. Okay. The arrest. Oh, I got indicted for this one too. Giving Chris Albert the middle finger. I gave him the middle finger at a select board meeting. So I got indicted for this. They said this is witness intimidation. So I'm standing there, giving him the finger. Oh, I texted Chris. Yeah. So I texted him. And I give him the finger again, I think. So that's it. That was a felony what you just witnessed right there. Me giving this guy, that was actually listed in the indictment when in the grand jury, they brought that up. All right. Oh, and then this was like when, so this is how it ends.
What are you smiling about, Chris? What are you smiling about, Chris? What are you, seriously, what are you smiling? What'd you bring a notepad for?
Go back to your foot stage. Go ahead, on your foot edge or whatever fucking time you're on.
Is democracy dead in Canton?
Yes.
Have you guys banned the First Amendment officially suspended in this town?
What he does.
Chris. Whoa, what's this violence? What's this?
He shuts the door. Look at him.
I'm just trying to ask an elected official a question. I can't ask an elected official a question? Chris, when are you going to resign from the Board of Selectmen, Chris?
We have it on tape. We have it on tape, Chris. We have it on tape. Chris, we have it on tape. You murderer.
Murderer.
Don't you think you should resign, Chris? Isn't it kind of ironic that you're on the traffic subcommittee, but you killed a man? Isn't that just a little bit ironic, Chris? Chris, what time did your son Colin leave 34 Fairview Road on the morning of January 29, 2022? Who picked him up? Who called 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗃 to pick up Colin that night, Chris? Who called 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗃 to pick up Colin? Was it you? Whose Ford Edge was that park that Lucky Laughlin saw at 3 in the morning, Chris?
I know all about you.
Chris,
I know all about you. He said,
do you have a license, Chris? Do you get to keep your license after killing a man?
He's the one threatening people.
Do you?
I know all about you.
Oh, you need an escort, Chris? I'm not going to hurt you, Chris. I just want to ask you a few questions. Come on. Chris, are you at all worried about your son going to jail? Are you? What about your brother? Are you worried about Brian going to jail for killing Boston police officer John O'Keefe for their role in murdering Boston police officer John O'Keefe? You think that's funny, Chris? Chris, how do you afford a car if you owe $60,000 in taxes? How'd you pay for this car, Chris?
Chris, were you not?
What is that?
You pay for yachts.
With money, with money. I mean, what's confusing about that, Chris?
Yeah, he thinks it's funny. How'd you pay for yachts? With money, Chris, because I'm not a deadbeat like you. And they actually, he was right that they were investigating how I paid for my car. They actually launched an investigation into that. And they found out that
you did kill a man, right?
You're gonna kill me? You're gonna kill me?
No, I didn't stand in front of this guy.
There we go. Do you feel at all sad about that, Chris? Do you feel all sad about that? Chris, why'd you bring a notebook?
I'm not in front of this car. Other people are on.
Chris, you've had enough people. Shame on you, Chris. You're a disgrace. Excuse me, old man.
Shame on you.
Don't fucking touch me, old man.
Yeah, again, Grandpa Eclipse got up in my grill. So they said that was the felony, like what you just witnessed there. That's another felony. Felonies for everyone. Oh, any other felonies here? Oh, this is what, no, that's I want to show you what happens when the cops came. So the cops were called to the, let's see. I want to see when the cops were actually called to the front of, yeah, so this is what happens when the cops were called. So I go over to Chris Albert, and this is what happens. This is a felony.
That's him. Is it really?
Is it him? Watch this. Here we go.
Don't ask me extra, I'm going to call the police. You can't film me inside my private business. You got 2 seconds to get out of here. I'm going to call the police. Please don't film me. You're trespassing. Please leave.
Okay, I just want to ask you a question.
You can't ask me anything.
Okay.
Get out of my store right now.
Okay.
Okay. You asked me to leave?
You only answer questions. You're the one that
not to you. Not to you.
Why not? What's
Not
wrong
to
with
you.
me?
Get out of my store, please. Thanks.
Where can I find
You are a loser.
You're a loser.
Oh, I guess he doesn't like me. I guess he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. I just wanted to ask him a question. It's so aggressive and so rude. How dare he? How dare he? Yikes. All right. I still didn't get the selfie. I gotta get the selfie.
Here he comes. Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Blood pizza. Wait till you get it. Wait till you get it. Wait. Does he seem scared at all? Like he comes out and he's like, wait till you get it. And then he calls the cops. And the cops come and it got really awkward. He was sitting there.
That's fine. I don't think he's saying all. I figured before he was calling police, I figured I'd just stick around till the police got here and make clear that laws and shit. Oh, I have no idea. I mean, what would you say the issue is? It's like,
You just walked in and he told you to leave.
Started yelling at me and told me to leave because he recognized me. And,
Started yelling.
So basically, we've been looking into the Kearney messaging before on Facebook, so he initiated a conversation with me.
Here we are. Yeah, I mean, we appreciate that. Obviously, he doesn't want to get the business. He has the right to ask you, so we appreciate you stepping out. Yeah. Do you have just an ID?
I shouldn't have given him an idea. I should have told him that.
Having an issue with the shop owner, he asked to leave.
Yeah, I left. Yeah, no problem. When he asked me to leave, it's a business. He has every right to it, and I left. Our interaction lasted about 10 seconds, and then he started kind of writing me. I don't know exactly words. I'm not making it.
It is what it is. We appreciate you left.
Yeah.
Obviously, going to ask you to stay out of the business.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah. When they eat chicken pie, it doesn't happen. Yeah, I mean, it's mediocre anyway.
There's
Okay, knows me.
Mediocre anyway. Chicken pie is mediocre.
So,
I did say wait till I get there.
all right. But you guys working tonight about January?
Anyway, so you get the point. The cops just chill out, talk to me. They let me do this. I get charged with a felony later for that. Like, this is wild, man. This is a wild shit. So we're almost done here. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. So let's just go back to the charging docs. Is there anything we missed here? I didn't get to the Colin Albert part. Where I called Julie Albert, I called Chicken Park Charlie. Okay. Then they list the statute again. Blah, 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 blah. Trooper Proctor, I call him. I call Elizabeth. It's just a lot of copy and paste. The rolling rally, how I go to their house, okay, and I peacefully protest outside there. I call them a disgrace. They're not even home, okay. I mean, this is just wild. I just want to play the Colin Albert one. This is the last thing I got indicted for. This is the Colin Albert one. Where'd it go? Okay. On July 8th, episode 596. This is what I get indicted for. Let's pull this one up. Turtleboy live. And this is at the 2:23 mark. Nope. All right. So they said the following. So the Judge Krupp reads this out loud in court. I'll do my Judge Krupp impression. He says, on July 8th, Kearney broadcast a YouTube video. He stated that he has Colin Albert's cell phone number. He stated he's going to call it in hopes the fucker answers. In the video, he places the call via a cell phone while utilizing the speaker, also known as speakerphone. The phone call goes to voicemail. The greeting of the voicemail states the phone number of the person he's calling, Colin Albert, which is broadcast on YouTube. Colin said the phone call came from, and they list my number. So saying my number is okay, but not Colin's number. And so Judge Krupp reads this out loud in court. Mr. Bradel, do you think the First Amendment protects someone from saying, yo, Colin, it's Turtleboy from them Advantage Boys. Bang, bang, bang. Yo, we'll fuck any of you dogs up. Yo, you challenge my boys, them Advantage Boys, to a fight, dog? And we about that life, son. We about that life. And we from Sharon, son. Yo, y'all Canton bitches ain't hot, yo. Us Sharon bitches are Advantage Boys. Nobody be fucking with us shitting dog. Yo, call me back. No, but seriously. So he reads this out loud in court. He's like, Mr. Bradel, does that sound like First Amendment protected speech? It's like, Judge, you're not in on the joke. Like, you're missing the best part. First of all, you're delivering it all wrong, okay? And you're missing the point. We've seen in court, they played the Advantage Boys tape in court. That came up, the Advantage Boys. And so here's me leaving the message.
So that.
Wearing a Cal.
And obviously that means Karen Reed.
Colin Albert t-shirt.
Right?
Ardo.
You know what else I have? I have Colin Albert's phone number. Should I call him? I've never called Colin. We got to get Colin on the phone. I'm calling Colin right now. Let's do it. Hope this fucker answers. Colin, don't answer. They're all texting him. Will he answer, you think?
Please leave your message for 78196408556.
Yo, Colin, it's Turtleboy from them Advantage Boys. Bang, 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 bang. Yo, we'll fuck any of you dogs up. Yo, you challenge my boys, them Advantage Boys, to a fight, dog. And we about that life, son. We about that life. Yo, we from Sharon, son. Yo, your Canton bitches ain't hard, yo. Us Sharon bitches, us Advantage boys. Nobody be fucking with us and shit, dog. So, yo, call me back. No, but seriously, it's Aidan Kearney from Turtleboy Daily News. I just want to know, were you the one who killed John O'Keefe, or was that your Uncle Brian? Who hit him first? Who hit him with the back of the head with the thing? Are you worried that you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life, and that you won't be able to play football at Bridgewater State next year? I'd love to have a conversation with you. Your dad kicked me out of your pizza shop, and I didn't get to eat his mediocre chicken parm. So I just wanted to know if you could talk to me about that, and maybe you could tell me, maybe you and I could go for a ride. We could find them Advantage boys. Bang, bang. I don't know. So give me a call when you get this. Bye.
Like, so it's like when he says it, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, that's you messed up the delivery. Like, that's not a crime. So like, I'm literally being charged with a felony. They know that that's not the way they presented it. So anyway, you guys get the point there. The charging docs, there's actually more to it, but you guys get the point. None of this is witness intimidation. They did bring up when I confront 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗃 at the lacrosse game. We could sit here and play videos all night, but I'm wicked hungry. So let me just read a couple turtle chats and then we'll call it. Yeah, we're going to have so much fun with this. I'm meeting with Bradel tomorrow. It's parody. Exactly. It's parody. I have questions. That's 100% parody. It is protected speech. And I cannot wait to have that in front of a jury. I cannot wait. Like, I hope it goes to trial, but I think it's going to be dismissed. All right. Let me read any turtle chats we have here. Let me see what we got. Chicken Palm Charlie sends $5 and says, Turtleboy kicks ass, free Karen Reed, and Juan sucks. Thank you very much, Chicken Palm Charlie. Gail sends $25, says, thanks for all you do. Thanks for being there, Gail. Appreciate that. Joanne sends $25 and says, nobody put Turtleboy in the corner. I like that one. Nobody. You're right about that, Joanne. Thank you. Derek sends $5 and says, well, actually, Chris Albert did kill someone, just not on January 29th. No, it was back in 1994. That's correct. Suzanne sends $50 and says, newbies learning about the land of the bullshit. Free Karen Reed, free Turtleboy. Yes, welcome one and all. Hopefully we educated you guys tonight. What was the final poll result tonight? That what percentage of? Yeah, 55% of you came before or after the Karen Reed trial. So I assume a lot of you guys didn't know this. So I hope I helped educate you on why I have this reputation. Like, this is what you just witnessed. I'm not a bad guy. I swear. I'm not actually scary. Like, I went to jail for that shit. Like, everything you heard right there, I went to jail for that. Believe it or not. Lisa sends $10 and says, total support. You're awesome. Thank you very much, Lisa. Got a couple cash apps here as well. Got one from Ann sends $25 and says, good luck tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I have court tomorrow with the fake victim in Dedham District Court at 9 a.m. if anyone wants to come. I will be there tomorrow live at the courthouse in Dedham District Court. It's going to be good. Okay. Jay the girl sends $5 and says, when were you on STS? Heard it got spicy. Yeah, Surviving the Survivor. I got on there, I don't know, like last August, and like I roasted Wendy Murphy, and he hasn't had me back on since, but whatever. Lisa sends $10 and says, you're the OG, your favorite librarian. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Shayna sends $5 and says, shout out. Yeah, we love you, Karen. Or no, we love you and Karen. Keep going. Oh, no, that was last night she sent that. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, guys, anybody got anything before we call it a night? I did my podcast with Kirk Minahan today. I don't know when it's going to be up. Hopefully soon. And check that out. End with the Jill Daniels call if you can. I don't got it ready. I want to. What? Tom CPU and Chrissy split? No way. Well, they weren't. They were just friends. That's too bad. Long-time Turtle, right? Exactly. Turtleboy's not a violent guy. Yes, I heard bad things about Turtleboy. Glad I got to know the story. Welcome, Serene. I support your efforts. Justice for John O'Keefe. If you're new, then you haven't heard the Jill Daniels call. Maybe I'll end with the Jill Daniels call. Should we do that? We'll end with the Jill Daniels call. And let me pull that up. What date was it? It was the one where it had like a record amount of views. I think it's this one. I think it's this one.
If there's any justice in the world, these charges should be dropped. And the people that actually did this should be charged for it. But at the same time, like, how long can Turtleboy, you can call me Dr. Eggs just for us or the child, which is really cop.
Is this me calling
you back? Now they're going to start chirping. He's making calls. Don't answer your phone. On that note, let's get this party started. Here we go. Canton roulette. Let's go. All right. Now's the fun part. Here we go. I'm not even going to say who each call is. Oh, this one's definitely not answering. Hello? Yeah, live to tape. Hi, is this Jill? It's Turtleboy. Is this Jill Daniels? Oh. What are you doing, Jill?
I'm just, what are you doing?
Are you at all worried that your godson, Colin, is going to go to jail?
Do you understand that Colin wasn't even there? Do you understand you're a fucking piece of shit?
Really?
Do you understand you're going to jail?
Why am I going to jail for?
You want to know? Okay, can we have a conversation right now?
Yeah, let's have.
Fucking turtle.
Yeah, let's have a conversation. So what is your evidence that Colin wasn't there?
He's not live right now.
Yeah, who's this?
Go fuck yourself, you fucking homo.
Who's that? Dude, they're out. So, is that not so emblematic of who these people are? Is that not Canton in a nutshell right there? They're obviously drunk. He's not going to jail. You're going. Let's call it back. We're calling it back right now.
This is too good.
Hey, back.
Go fucking take care of your kids, you fucking loser.
You loser. Who are you? Is this Julie?
You don't know Jill Daniels is the aunt, the ratchet aunt of Colin Albert. A lot of people think she's in love with me. At least she wants to hate fuck the shit out of me. She's the sister of Julie Albert, the sister-in-law of Chris Albert, and she is a specimen, man. She's a little spitfire, isn't she? Look at her.
Call me a fucking loser. She called me a loser. Call again.
Seriously, what do you want with me?
I just want to know one thing.
I know that Karen Reed is a fucking killer. Why do you keep calling me? Why don't you get a life and fucking focus on your children?
I just want to know one thing. So what evidence do you have that Colin wasn't there? What evidence do you have?
What evidence do you have that he was there?
Brian Albert's grand jury testimony said that he was there. No, Brian Albert said that. Brian Albert said that Colin was in the house.
You think you're so right about everything?
I know I'm right. I've seen it.
No, you're not.
I have the documents. I'm looking at it right now.
You're the biggest fucking piece of shit.
How am I a piece of shit? Your son.
No, fuck you. Shut the fuck up for once in your fucking life. You don't know how to shut up. You think you're the biggest fucking bully? Colin was not there.
What evidence do you have?
Can you ever shut up? Can you ever shut up?
Okay, let's have a conversation.
Shut the fuck up. For once in your life, can you shut up?
Okay.
You are the biggest friggin' piece of trash in the world. You get kicks off of getting Karen Reed hit John and killed him. You freaking get money off of this. You are a sick human being. Do you know that?
So what evidence do you? Can I ask you something? What evidence?
Turtleboy, what the fuck is your name? Fucking Aidan. What is your name?
My name's Aidan.
Clarence or
Aidan. You can call me Aidan. You can call me doctor.
No,
But
I don't want to call. I want to call you a dickhead because that's what you are.
Okay.
You are a piece of shit. Do you know that?
I disagree.
Okay, and you taping me because that's illegal.
I said live to tape. Yes, we're live to tape. I've said that.
You're late. You're live. Okay. Well, let me say this right now to you really quick, okay?
Okay.
My nephew and Brian Albert and Jen Albert are not fucking guilty. Your little good lover that you're banging or you fucking want to bang.
Who?
Guess what?
Who?
She's Karen.
You think I want to bang Karen? That's why you think that's why I'm doing this?
Okay. Guess what? You're the cat's out of the bag, dude. Okay.
What's out of
I
the
don't know how you got my number. You're a creep. You call me. You call my family. You call whatever. Why are you such a creep?
Can I just ask you something? One question.
Creepy.
What evidence do you have that Colin was not in the house? Serious question.
What evidence do you have that he was? That's a serious
So
question.
okay, I have a
That's a serious question. What do you have that he was in the house?
Brian Albert's grand jury testimony.
Brian Albert's grand testimony was that Colin was in the house. Dude, where's the grand? No. Shut the fuck up. For once in your life, seriously, you don't know how to shut up. You're a fucking troll that fucking trolls everybody because you have no life, you have no clear friends, and you freaking focus on your kids. You have 2 kids.
I do. They're lovely.
Yeah, and your wife hates you. So
okay,
whatever.
but you're changing the subject.
Yeah, no, change the subject, really?
Yeah.
You are a blogger. First of all, I gotta ask you this one thing, because this is one thing I've always wanted to ask you.
Where's
your award?
Where's
your award-winning journalist. Where's that award?
Oh, I'm the 2017 Worcester County Best Media Outlet.
6 years later.
Well, it still counts.
Why don't you produce that? You fucking
I have.
friggin' piece of
I've
shit.
done blogs about it.
Okay. Guess what? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Do you know how to shut up? Do you ever know how to shut up?
I'm trying.
I'm asking you right now, do you?
Sometimes.
Okay, no, you don't, because you're a fucking loser. Oh, I went to Truro because somebody gave me a thing. Dude, you have
I did.
you're calling yourself a turtle. A turtle. Do you know what I mean? A turtle. Guess what?
We're getting a little off.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Whoa, we're getting a little off track.
Once in your life, shut the fuck up.
Whoa, you're so angry. Why are you so angry?
Oh, I'm angry because I'm so sick of you. You have ruined so many people's fucking lives, and Karen fucking killed him. Karen did. And you know what? The truth is gonna come out. You know what? Fucking Turtleboy ate it.
Well, but can I read the grand jury testimony right here? It says Colin. I'm reading grand jury testimony. It says Colin Albert was also.
Guess what? Shut the fuck up. You fucking
I can't even talk.
Colin was in the house, but he wasn't there when everybody came back from the party.
According to Brian and Nicole Albert's testimony before the grand jury, their nephew Colin Albert was also present.
Colin Albert was in the house, but prior to when John and Brian and Higgins and actually, one question: why do you only start? Why is it guilty until proven innocent? Why is that? What about Higgins? What about everybody? Like
Higgins, what you want? Why are you turning on Higgins?
No, I'm asking you. Why, no, I'm not saying. I'm saying there was 6 people in the house. Why are you focusing on Brian and Colin only? Colin was in the house.
I feel like I've given Jen a pretty significant amount of time.
Enter the goddamn house. You know that.
I know his phone. Then how did his phone go up and down? Then how did his phone go up and downstairs then? If Karen didn't go in the house, I mean, if John didn't go in the house, then why did his phone go up and downstairs? Dude, that just happened. Did that just happen?
One more time.
We're calling her back in a minute. But again, it says right, because all this shit about Colin wasn't in the house. It's all a lie. Jill Daniels and Gemma Cave, and that's Jill Daniels in the flesh right there. That's what she's like. We're going to call back. Hold on.
Calls me back.
Bad connection?
No, not that connection, you fucking douchebag. Guess what? You're not a journalist. You're nobody. You're a fucking.
I feel like I'm somebody.
You're trying to solve. If you're so good, why aren't you a cop or a lawyer? Because you're an asshole. Colin was not there. Brian didn't do anything. Jen didn't do anything. Karen Reed ran him over.
I know you keep saying that, but you don't have any evidence of that.
I still keep saying that because that's the fucking truth. I'm so sick of you fucking ridiculing every single goddamn person in my family in this world. If somebody disagrees with you, guess what you do?
Well, it's not hard. Just don't kill someone, and I'll like you. It's not a big. It's not a high bar.
Dude, you know how to shut up. You know how to shut up. Have you ever shut up in your life?
I feel like you've done most of the talking. In fairness. Okay, sorry. So whoa, take it easy. Easy, pussycat.
Turtleboy, you fucking turtle. Go get a new name, okay? You fucking turtle douche. I'm done. Colin didn't do it. Brian didn't do it. Jen didn't do it. No one did it. Your fucking bitch Karen did it. So fucking lay on that and fucking figure that out. Go fucking.
Well, can I ask you? But seriously though,
they're so.
They're so stupid. Do you understand what Karen's lawyers are going to do?
Oh my God. So anyway, that was my night with Jill Daniels. I think she likes me. She loves me, actually. She actually has a crush on me, I think. And I got indicted because one of the things I say in there is I don't know why she likes me because I'm trying to send her nephew to jail. And they said that's witness intimidation by trying to send Colin to jail because I think he was involved in killing John O'Keefe. Sorry, he was in the house. Who else would be? Although we've seen him fight now, definitely, probably, what didn't do most of the damage. It's easy, pussycat. There were so many great lines from that. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Wait, I got a question for you, Turtleboy. Where's your awards? Turtle douche? Guess what? Shut the fuck up. That was not what I was going to guess. Guess what? Chicken butt. That was my first guess. Not shut the fuck up. I did not see that one coming. But anyway, guys, we are going to call it a night now. But yeah, I told her her skin looks great. That's right. I told her skin looks great when I saw her. I'm like, your skin looks fantastic. You don't look like you've been out in the rain for, 3 months or anything like that. You look great, girl. Don't let him get you down. But anyway, by the way, wait do you see the text messages between Jill Daniels and the fake victim on the day I go to jail? They like Jill Daniels was so happy. And she talks about this phone call in the messages with the fake victim on my birthday of all days. So anyway, but I got out and it wasn't that bad. I hope they play that in court. I know, but she's not like on trial. She's just kind of like a side thing. She's good amusement. She was a 2 seed in Ratchet Madness. She didn't even make the Elite 8. I was surprised by that. But Anyway, yeah, I want to see that. They're so good. After the trial's over, I'll start digging a lot. You'll see a lot more of those. We'll get really into it then. But I'm focusing on the trial for now because my audience is interested. If you stick around after the trial, you get some good shit too. You'll see some good stuff. So yeah, Turtle Club tomorrow night. Exactly, Jared. The Turtle Club tomorrow night. And yeah. Anyway, we're gonna end it right now. But I love you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Turtle Club. And oh yeah, I gotta do Ratchet Madness. I'll do that this week, I promise. All right, peace, Turtle Riders. Maybe I'll see you in court tomorrow. One love.